Kia ora whanau, I'm Shan. I'm 31 years old. I have 4 children, Zana, Hari, Rena and Malachi. And I also have 2 stepchildren, Javan and Julius. I am a supported living assistant, so I work alongside the woman in our supported living house, and I also co-facilitate the Young Mums Parenting Program here at Grace Gates. So my life before believing in God, I did come from a long line of violent relationships, putting myself in silly situations that were so dangerous, stemmed from addiction, just full-blown addiction. I was dealing, my life was a mess. I really just was not managing. My life was unmanageable, and I just didn't find a lot of purpose until I came into these walls. That's where I sort of learnt my worth, and started praying every day, started to read the Bible, started coming to church, and found people that actually wanted to see me do well and succeed in life and parent right, and really found somewhere I was accepted. I think one of the first times I really prayed was I was in a situation that was I was badly beaten, and I just remember praying, like, please, just like, God, help me out of this, like, just take me out of this. And ever since that moment I have really believed, and there have been many moments in my life where I know they're God jobs. I know that He's watching over me and directing me or guiding me or protecting me, and it's really, I do believe that He's working through my life. One day Carissa actually was going to do worship, so she was going to sing at church on the Saturday, and she said, "Oh, you must come and watch me sing." And I was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Okay, I will, because she's done so much for me, and I at least owe her to go and watch her sing." And I'll never forget that I was standing in church and something just came over me. It was like a spiritual moment. I just started crying, and I remember looking around being like, oh my gosh, I don't cry, like, who's looking? And then a part of me was just like, who cares? Like, I really felt connected in that moment, and ever since that I decided, I liked what I thought, and I liked what I could see and the connections here. And so I continued to bring my children to church. I liked the morals and the teaching, really liked the environments, and that is where, my first real connection with God happened, where I could physically feel Him, and through the worship. It was quite a beautiful moment. Wow, there's so many people that I want to thank. Let's start with Carissa and Rob. I think that they stood by my side when I was a challenge. It wasn't easy, and they never gave up. They continued to, support me and give me a little bit of tough love, and, it did wonders for me. They never gave up. I'd also like to thank Glennie. She is a provider. She is a creator of something beautiful here, and I just think that God really works through her and all that she does. I also want to thank my parents, my mum and my dad. They never gave up. They saw me at my worst. They loved me at my worst. And I know that if it weren't for them and how they raised me, I wouldn't have what I have today. I wouldn't have those morals within me. I wouldn't have the positive and the humbleness that I do have within myself, and that's really carried me through some hard times. And I'm sorry that I put them through a lot, and I'm just grateful that they're here today to see me get baptized and know that I'm good now, I'm okay. I want to thank my children, because they've always loved their mum regardless. I'm really grateful that I've been able to bring them into Grace Gate and see what a different life is all about. I'm grateful that I have them in my life and that I can be their mum. And, you know, we've got a beautiful journey ahead of us, and I hope to see them up here getting baptised too, you know. I also want to thank the big man up there. He's had my back and protected me and guided me through some pretty rough times and some pretty gifted times. He's saved my butt. He's really saved my butt. So for me, the difference that Jesus has made in my life, the difference that Gracegate has made in my life, has just been phenomenal. I can't even really find the words to describe, but what I tell you is my life is humble, my life is fearless, my life is what we would normally call normies. It's normal. It's just happy and content, and you know, the way that life should be. It shouldn't be that hard. And I'm really grateful that we have Gracegate, because without Gracegate, you know, I don't know where I'd be. I was always given the opportunity to be me. I was forgiven for my past. I was forgiven by God, you know. I was given second chances, and without those second chances, I wouldn't have what I have today, and I'm so damn grateful. I'm just so grateful. Why do I want to get baptized? At first, I thought it was because I wanted to go to heaven, and I didn't do this and I didn't do that. I wouldn't go to heaven, then I'll die and go somewhere else. And I think I had this huge expectation that if I didn't finish reading the Bible, if I didn't finish my step work, if I hadn't done this and hadn't done that, had to humble myself, blah, blah, blah. If I hadn't done those things, then I wasn't worthy of being baptized. And I just set the bar too high. And then when I came to realise through talking to Wesley and talking to people here at Gracegate, you know, I was setting the bar too high. I want to get baptized so that I can fulfill my covenant with God, which is a promise with God. That is why I want to be baptized, and I want to do that so I can live a life of happiness and start something afresh. Today I want to go public with my faith and get baptized, because I believe Jesus is my Lord and Saviour, and I'm taking this step in my faith journey. I want everyone to know who He is and why He is important to me.